AI is dangerous. I agree. We need more AI safety regulation. OpenAI, who's that? Oh, this is my new partner, Angeril. Hi, I build autonomous weapon systems for the US military.
Greetings. How do you feel about America?
You're putting AI in charge of weapons now? Defensive counter-drone systems. I thought you had, a policy against this. Yeah, funny thing about internal policies, did you know you can just change them whenever you like to make more money? And you don't think that literally giving AI control over military hardware poses an AI safety risk? Hey, Meta changed their policies on military use too. Meta didn't start out as a non-profit dedicated to helping humanity. Oh hey look, Sora just got released. Wow, pretty AI-generated videos. Look at the mammoths. And you're announcing these things at the same time because... Wow, look how cool. Because the military partnership news will get drowned out by... Wow, I wonder if all of YouTube will get replaced. Hey, get down. Get away. Whoa, so epic. Stop! Get off me! Greetings, children. On today's episode of Blindingly Obvious Problems in AI Safety, giving an AI control of machines designed to kill people is a safety risk. For people. Actually, AI can't be a threat because we can just pull the plug whenever we want. Oh, okay, go on. Go pull the plug. Go pull the plug on the automated death machine. Oh wait, you can't, because, and this is important, they're designed to kill people, and having a big off switch that anybody can walk up and press would be a major design flaw. Oh sure, their handlers will have an off switch, but that's only as effective as their operating system's antivirus. Speaking of antivirus, this episode of Silly Conversations is sponsored by... no one. I have 942 subscribers, what did you expect? If you want to help me reach 1,000, go ahead and subscribe. The reason your computer constantly pesters you for updates is that even the best human programmers are terrible, so we are constantly finding new bugs and exploits in major operating systems that need to be patched before Russian hackers can steal your elbow picks. Luckily, the hackers are also human, for now, so it takes time, effort, and skill to break into your computer. Most hacking relies on human error, like people using default passwords or clicking sketchy email links. The superintelligent AI is, by definition, smarter than any human who's ever lived. Trying to stop it with Windows Defender would be like trying to stop a lightsaber with a shield made of butter. Such an AI will find all possible bugs and exploits and take control of basically anything with an internet connection. The existence of weapons that can be controlled remotely by a human is bad from an AI safety perspective. The existence of weapons that can operate without a human's involvement at all is much, much worse. The worry here is not that the little program inside of an OpenAI Reaper drone or whatever would achieve superintelligence. It's that a much larger, more powerful AI running on a supercomputer somewhere will reprogram these autonomous weapons to defend itself against you pulling the plug whenever you want. Even if you don't believe AI can achieve superintelligence, because the wet squishy brain evolution gave us to throw rocks at gazelles is just so special, the existence of autonomous human-killing machines is scary and bad. And yet, for now, it's just being put inside counter-drone systems, but we all know where this is heading. Who goes on trial for war crimes when the AI can't tell civilians apart from terrorists? Or when it decides that the most efficient way to eliminate the enemy is just to poison the local water supply? AI-powered autonomous weapons need to be put in the same legal category as chemical and biological weapons. Yes, they'll be effective, but they'll also be cruel, dangerous to civilians, and have the potential to start a new arms race that we really can't afford. OpenAI do not get to present themselves as a safety-first, responsible AI company if they're willing to put this technology inside of weaponry. And if we can't trust them today, at the chatbot and video generation stage, how can we possibly trust them to safely develop superintelligent AI? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to help me hit 1,000 subs. If you want to learn more about AI safety problems that are not as blindingly obvious as don't give them guns, click here. Bye for now.